Interval prefilters. Some types of fields in prefilters, such as number, select, and date, which we'll look at in the next video, have interval settings. There's a number, it's bound to a number field. We can specify that it's an interval prefilter, for example, a starting prefilter. So what we enter in that number is the start value of the interval, including the value that's specified in the prefilter field. If we enter 20, save, go, we will see anything that is 20 or greater, because it is a start prefilter. There is the same end one. Let's duplicate this field. It will be prefilter field 3. Here 2. Let's change it to 3. This will be number. It will have a 25 sort and an interval ending. Okay, let's save it. There is now an ending prefilter, and we can say in this case that we want to see a value between 20 and 30, also including the value of the ending prefilter. If one of the prefilters is not set, for example, the starting blank, it would mean that we want to see all values that are less than or equal to the ending interval prefilter. If both are not set, it means we don't want to filter on them at all. The interval setting is not available for all field types for numbers, for dates, and for selects. For strings, for example, there are no interval settings. How can this be used for selects? For example, we will create an interval. We call it start. It is a select. The binding field is number, and we form the select manually. For example, we set 20 and write that it's from 20 and, for example, we make another one. We type in the values we want, and here we can write text. That way we can set specific values, and a person can't drive anything but what's allowed here. We put an interval start. Save. By default it is empty and nothing works. When we open it up, we see that for the empty one, the value is broken. So we finalize the field, all we don't need. And for empty we will specify all. In this case all values will be printed. Further we can choose that we want, for example, from 20, go. We see the values from 20. If you want the interval value to be out of the interval, i.e., 20 is out, but 21 is in, then you need to put a fractional value here. That is, we want to see, for example, 20. 1 and more or 30. 1 and more. In this case, we will have a 20 not included in the interval value. So the bases have changed, there is a strike-through value. We pick from 20 again and look, the 20 has not been included, because we set a fractional there and it's bigger than this. That's probably all you need to know about interval prefilters. There's the exact same story with dates, and we're going to look at it in the date field. If everything is clear here, you don't have to experiment much. Move on to the next video.